Hola, welcome back. You just got a reverse shell. You are inside the server. Amateurs get to this point and celebrate. Professionals get quiet. They observe. If you just start throwing exploits blindly, you will crash the server, trigger the alarms, and lose your access. Today, I'm going to show you the exact critical files that elite hackers check the millisecond they compromise a Linux machine. We are reading the matrix to find the passwords developers left behind. But before we type our first command, my social engineering masterclass is officially live. It is pay what you want. Type $0 if you are broke and just want to learn. If you have a job, support the rebellion. And second, I combined my network scanning and website hacking manuals into one massive master bundle. It is heavily discounted in the description below. Stop guessing, learn the foundation. Now, let's map the battlefield. If I blindfold you and drop you into a random city, what is the first thing you do? You look at the street signs to figure out where you are. In Linux, the street sign is a file called OS release. I type the command cat, which just means read this file, followed by /etc os release. This tells us exactly what operating system is running. Is it Ubuntu, Debian, CentOS? This is critical because exploits are picky. If you try to use an exploit designed for Ubuntu on a Red Hat server, it won't work, and the server will log an error. You just gave yourself away. We always check the blueprint first. Now we know what building we are in. Next, we need to know who lives here. I type cat/etc passwd. Decades ago, this file actually held passwords. Today, it's just a guest list. It shows every single user and robotic service running on the machine. To filter out the robots, I look at the very end of the lines. I am looking for the word bash or zsh. That tells me which accounts belong to actual breathing human beings who can log in. If we somehow get admin privileges, we instantly check /etc shadow. This is the vault. This file contains the encrypted passwords called hashes for every user. We don't try to crack these passwords on the server. That is too slow and loud. We copy this file, download it to our own computer, and use our own graphics cards to crack the hashes offline in the dark. This next file is an absolute goldmine. It is the holy grail of human stupidity. I navigate to the user's home directory and type cat.zsh history. Listen to me. Humans are lazy. When an administrator types commands into their terminal, Linux politely records every single keystroke into this hidden file so they can press the up arrow later to reuse them. It is literally their digital diary. Do you know what administrators type into the terminal? They type database logins. They type API keys. They type passwords in plain text. Look at my screen. Right here in the history file, the administrator typed their raw database password. I didn't run a complex exploit. I just read their diary. So always cover your tracks. Before you disconnect from a hacked server, type history C to clear your own command history so the blue team doesn't see what you did. Next, we look at the heartbeat of the server, the automation. System administrators use a tool called cron to automate tasks, like backing up files automatically at 3 a.m. I typed /etc cron tab. This lists all the scheduled alarms. I am looking for sloppy permissions. If I find a backup script that runs as the root admin, but the script is located in a folder where my low-level hacker user is allowed to edit files, the game is over. So, I don't need a kernel exploit. I just open their backup script, delete their code, and write a command that says, "Give me a reverse shell." I wait for the clock to hit 3 a.m. The system wakes up, blindly runs my code with absolute admin privileges, and hands me the keys to the kingdom. A hacked server is never the final destination. It is a pivot point. We want to spread through the network like a virus. I navigate to the hidden.ssh folder and look for a file called idrsa. This is an SSH private key. I don't have that, but you might get, so check this always. Think of this key as a digital passport. Administrators use it to log into other servers without having to type a password every time. If I steal this file, I can impersonate that administrator. But how do I know where to go? I type cat/etc hosts. This file is a localized map. It contains the internal IP addresses of the staging servers, the backup servers, and the databases. I now have a map of the internal network. and I have the digital passport to walk through the doors completely undetected. Finally, we have to talk about 2026. If you hack a modern web application today, 95% of the time, you are inside a Docker container. You are in an isolated, stripped-down digital cage. There are no history files, there are no SSH keys, but developers have to get passwords into the container somehow, so they pass them in as environment variables when the container boots up. If you are trapped in a container, you type this exact command. This reads the environment variables of process number 1, the brain of the container. I add this to the end of the command. This simply translates the messy data into clean, readable lines so our human eyes can read it. Even in a completely empty cage with no tools, the developer handed us the keys to their external databases and payment processors on a silver platter. Listen to me carefully. Hacking is not about the exploit. The exploit just gets you through the front door. Enumeration is how you win. If you don't understand the anatomy of a Linux file system, a reverse shell is completely useless to you. You will just be a tourist standing in an empty room. Go to the description, get the master bundle, read the network scanning PDF so you actually understand how to get the shell, and read the website hacking PDF so you know how to break the web applications. Be one of the first 20 and get the discount. Build your foundation, stop guessing, and start seeing the matrix. Stay curious, stay paranoid, and stay dangerous. Una vida, un tiro. Haz que cuente.